All right, another successful mission.
Now you just look strangely uncomfortable. Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
Oh, she's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Don't he be shy? Makes you want to over.
Now, Universal Orlando Resort, Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? But welcome back to the sign welcoming you to Universal Orlando Resort.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Hiya, Scooby! We're here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the newly opened Kona. I don't remember what it's called. Good morning, everybody in the Magic Crew, and welcome to Disney's Typhoon Lagoon here at the Walt Disney World Resort, coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. Glad you guys could join us this morning as we explore another Orlando water park, ready for you guys to come and enjoy the next time you make it down to the Walt Disney World Resort. Welcome in, guys. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Wow. Not only was that crazy that it's already May, but we've already made it halfway through the first week. So, good morning, welcome in, guys. Glad you could join us. If this is your first time ever joining us here on an Ear to Your Magic live stream, my name is Chris. I'm your Disney travel agent in the parks, and I will be your camera operator for the next few hours as we explore and check out Disney's Typhoon Lagoon and talk about tips, tricks, the pros, the cons, and all the things that happen here in the water park. Now, if you're new to our stream, whether you're watching live or you're watching this on replay, we stream from the parks here at Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort every Monday through Friday. We've been doing this now. We're coming up on our third year anniversary. So we want you guys to be a part of it as we continually grow our community here. We call our crew the Magic Crew here in the live chat, having fun with us every single weekday. We want you guys to come and do this as well. So whether it's you're preparing for an upcoming trip, or you just got finished having one and you just want to relive some of the great things that you've done while you were here, come in and join us and be a part of the live chat. Enjoy hanging out with the rest of our family-friendly and supportive group. And take a couple of seconds, guys, to hit that subscribe button while you're having some fun with us today, so you can come back and do this with us again in the future. So let's head on in, let's have some fun, and check out Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. So let's look at a little bit of our water park ticket prices here for you guys. If you are buying a ticket for a one-day water park, it's $69. But if you buy it ahead of time with some blockout dates, certain dates in which, you basically agree that you won't come to the park during that time, you can get a $5 discount. Slightly cheaper for those ages 3 through 9. And if you are an annual pass holder, you can add this to your pass and you can come back and do this as well. Uh-oh. media activity today. Please be advised of approved filming in the water park today. For the safety and security of our guests, film crews will be accompanied by a Disney cast member. Uh-oh, I gotta get myself a cast member. All right. Open from 10 to 5. The park just opened today. Good morning. How are you? Thank you. And Stitch says, aloha and welcome to Typhoon Lagoon. Wave conditions today, surf's up, looking good.
You a YouTuber?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
We actually, I stream from the parks every weekday. Been doing it for, this is coming up on our third year. Yeah. When we started out, we started with a little bit, but now I'm like, I do this too often, then I have the good stuff, right?
What's your
It's actually, it's ear to ear magic.
yeah, because I had a lady that came to the park, and she's a YouTuber too, but she does real estate and stuff like that. And you, what do you do?
My wife and I are actually travel agents,
really?
and so we come into the park to show our travel clients what to expect and how to do the parks. So it's ear to ear magic. Yeah, check it out, and we've got things on social media and stuff like that as well. So, but we do this every Monday through Friday.
Wow, really?
So now that the parks are, now that the weather's getting good, we're gonna check out the water parks and bring some people in to go swimming.
Yeah.
So, all right, appreciate it. Thank you. I'd much always rather be stopped by security in situations like that than in any other. We are always fully compliant with all the rules, regulations, and requests that are made of us, along with our theme park friends. So we always want to share the parks with you guys in our group without taking away from anyone else who's enjoying the parks as well. Good morning again, and welcome to Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. It's going to be a great day. Let me jump into the chat and say hello to everybody. How you doing this morning, Ashley? Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, Maury. Good to see you, Greg. We have so many awesome mods in here this morning, guys, to help you guys when it comes to the chat, answering questions, and just making sure that we are staying family friendly and that everyone gets a chance to have fun in the chat. So thank you much for everybody who's popping in this morning. I see Heather's with us this morning, Naomi, Michelle. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being awesome moderators here on the channel. Good morning, Kim. Walt's with us this morning. So let me tell you a quick, I'm just going to put it into a very short form story of what happened. Basically, there was a giant storm. I guess you could say it was a typhoon. And it came through and picked up all the ships and so much other stuff that was out in the ocean, and it dropped them all here, right outside Disney Springs. So, unfortunately, one of our ships, Miss Tilly, right there, got stuck right there on the highest point of the area, and she's been there ever since. You can hear the lovely sound of that wave machine going at it this morning. Big waves, some major waves. And so Miss Tilly's always there to show us where we're at and how we get around. So everybody say good morning to Miss Tilly. All right. So now that we're inside, I'm going to go and do a quick refresh to make sure we've got good connection inside the park now that we're within our connections here. And I will be back with you guys in just one moment. We'll see you again real soon. So it is a beautiful day here. Just as it was a great day to be in a water park yesterday when we were over at Universal's Volcano Bay. We've got some good weather coming up here to enjoy today's water park. So right now we are looking at, let's look at our weather for the forecast. We are looking at today a high of 86 degrees. Very little, if any, rain whatsoever. And when I say very little, I mean like 2%, like no rain at all. And it's going to be staying sunny and maybe partly cloudy through the rest of the week. I think Sunday we might get some rain, but other than that, it is a great day to be in the water parks. So today, if you're not visiting here at the water parks, you can get yourself a Genie Plus at any of the other 4 gates here at Disney World for $22 per person for the day. And that's pretty much on par for what it's been for the rest of this week so far, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So let's turn it around. And one thing I really like about coming into Typhoon Lagoon, I'm almost always greeted by a lot of smiling cast members, and today is no exception. Ooh, good morning. Morning, guys. All the open chairs, they'll let you know if the chairs are filling up in certain areas around the area, around the park. We're gonna be checking out some merchandising later on at Singapore Sal's. Now, one thing that you can do here at the water parks here at Disney that you cannot do in the theme parks is you can get yourself a refillable mug. This mug is $13. If you already have the mug, you can reactivate it for a reduced price of $8.50, and it's good for the entire day that you're here between 10 and 5. And at the Coke refill stations they have around the park. But yeah, we'll check out some more of the souvenirs here soon at Singapore Sal's. But I kind of want to get like right on into it. All right, the overall park map, everything is centered around Miss Tilly and the wave pool, right dead center of the park. You've got one lazy river going around. You've got a kids area off to the side where we'll be taking you guys over there to Kitty Creek. I always love that name, Kitty Creek, because you know when you're throwing your toddler down the slide, you got to run down there and make sure you catch them. You've got things over here like Misadventure Falls, which is a great family ride. And I think even yesterday somebody was asking about whether or not they have something similar to what we had at the Volcano Bay with the roller coaster type water ride. And yes, they have the Crush and Gusher right there in the corner. We'll be taking you guys over by there as well. So, welcome to Typhoon Lagoon. Now, this area right over here is where you're also going to get yourself your locker and your towel rentals if you need to bring, or if you need to have a towel. I think you can head over to get yourself a locker rental. All the lockers are outside here at Typhoon Lagoon. They have a little bit of shade, but most of the time these are all outdoors. And then of course there's the changing rooms for the men and women right over there as well. The lazy river. That's where you'll find me a lot of the times. That's awesome. So, as you come into the park, they always have your park hours for all of the parks over here, including your surf times when there's actually going to be the wave pools going on. You got the surf wave, the bobbing wave. Water temperature today is 79 degrees. And 0% chance of rain, they said. It's really like 1 or 2, but you know, what's the difference? And they always choose one guest every day who gets to be the big kahuna of the day. Lucas is our big kahuna of today, and Lucas just left his name on the board. They gave him a piece of chalk. He came up and got to write his name on there. So how cool to have your name up on the board all day long. Welcome in the Disney Baker. What's baking today, man? Sam says the lazy river looks bigger than Volcano Bay. It does go around the entire park. And I think you're right. There is, you can actually, if you go from start to finish, you can stay in the lazy river a lot longer. Good morning, Ohana Mama. Sweet, Tammy still has a 30-year-old Typhoon Lagoon beach towel. Love the waves here. Now, oftentimes we have a comparison between Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach and my own personal preferences. When it comes to the wave pool, my favorite wave pool is Typhoon Lagoon. Disney question, when you purchase Genie Plus, does that automatically get you into reserve rides, or do we pay separate to get into the reserve rides? Now, if you get into Genie Plus, it opens up the feature in your My Disney Experience app that lets you claim lightning lanes for the rides. That is the primary purpose of Genie Plus, and it does allow you to get the lightning lanes for the rides that have lightning lanes. And of course, there's at least one ride in each park that is the individual lightning lane, which has to be purchased separately. So if you hear individual lightning lane, has nothing to do with Genie Plus. If it's a lightning lane, you have to have Genie Plus in order to use them. I wish, Anthony. Today we're not going to be doing a lot of getting wet. Today is all about walking around, showing you guys what is available here and answering your questions. Later on, we're going to be grabbing some food and checking out what we have available for some bites here at the water park. And just give you guys a chance to see it all, ask some questions, and know about whether or not this might be something that you would be interested in trying out or doing on your next vacation here at Walt Disney World. Oh, another wave, another wave. Oh, those are big waves. Yeah, if you're not a big swimmer, do not get far out into this wave pool. It will overwhelm you. If you are not a big swimmer, then stay up toward the front. If you have smaller kids, please be aware of the fact the force of that wave coming in can and may knock them over. So make sure you stay with them. Good morning, Adam. I know, Lori, I love a good lazy river. All right, so I'm going to take you guys back over to the bridge. We're going to take this elephant one bite at a time today. And try to keep myself from not wanting to get in that lazy river all morning. Welcome in, Doran. It was great to have you in last night on our patron call. Last night we had our monthly Zoom call with our patrons over on patreon.com. And it was such a pleasure to have some new faces come into the call last night. All right, so I'm going to take you guys around this way. Of course, here are your lockers. If you want to rent a towel or get some other things, there's a lounge right over there as well. Now, there is only one area for changing in this water park. So everyone uses the same areas at the very front. It can get a little crowded during the first part of the day and the end part of the day. Good morning, Rob. Good to see you again today. Welcome, Hatbox Ghost. Happy Wednesday, Epcot Don. How are you? Good to see you, Chris. We might do some splishing and splashing. We'll see. In small quantities today. Welcome in, Casey Riker Rider. Welcome in, Miss Meow Meow. And Tammy's with us here today as well. Good to see you, Jamon Scott. Mike B is here. Now, yesterday, guys, we noticed, or I tried to show to you that they did have misters on the ground. They were quite forceful, very strong, and they turned on and off, and every once in a while I got caught by surprise. They do have misters here at Typhoon Lagoon as well, but there are more misters as opposed to like of water. There are, think of it like a broken sprinkler head. They do keep the concrete wet in certain areas, so if you are walking around barefoot, you can kind of hop from puddle to puddle. All right, welcome to Crush and Gusher. This is our water coaster. You can see some of our coasters coming out the bottom over there. They are either two-person or one-person rafts. And there are 3 different sides to choose on the way down. Right now it's a 5-minute wait time. Wait times are posted at the beginning of every ride. Crush and Gusher is a thrilling high-speed water coaster slide down a wash flume. It does have sharp turns, sudden drops, and you have to be 48 inches to ride. I don't know about that, Chris. They're not going to change anything about Blizzard Beach. Right now, normally, except for the winter season, they have both parks open, but we have not had both water parks open at the same time since before 2020. I expect that they will just keep one open at a time until they feel that there is a need for them to have 2 water parks again. They are just being financially stringent on, you know, cast members and operating costs and stuff like that. I don't see them changing Blizzard Beach. They have already changed the kids portion of Blizzard Beach to have a Frozen theme. I don't see it going any further than that. When is the hottest time in Florida? I think it's always, to me, it always seems like it's always August and September. That's when it just gets crazy. That's when it gets hot and it's just the dog days of summer. Sean, welcome in. Went to Typhoon Lagoon last year for the Moonlight Magic for Disney Vacation Club. First time there. And the great thing is, if it's your first time, to be able to do it at nighttime is pretty cool, because this park is usually only open till 5 or 6 p.m. depending on the season. To do it at nighttime is a lot of fun. Now, if you've never done it at nighttime and you want to have a chance to do so, they also have upcoming a special event starting on May 20th, only on Saturdays. It's going to be the H2O Glow Nights. Tickets are available for that already as well. Yeah, it can be a little like going through the jungle at nighttime. Welcome in and good morning, Lucas. Oh, it's very warm down here, Nick. We're in the 80s. 80s and 90s this week. Very nice. Good morning, Daddy-O. Happy Wednesday. So Miss Manuel, can you stay at this park also? I think I'm misunderstanding your question. Can you stay at it? Sorry, I'm. Yeah, there's of course there's no hotels or anything nearby here, but as close as it's located right over close by Disney Springs. So this is the exit for Misadventure Falls. This is a family style ride. You get into the large inner tubes and they take you up an incline. We'll see you show as much as we can from here, and then you make your way back down. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the newest attractions that they have here. Rob says, good to see that they have a water coaster there. It looks like they're pretty similar to Volcano Bay in terms of style of rides. Well, you know, sticking to and understanding sort of the types of rides you can have at a water park, they're very similar. You've got your body flumes, you've got your family slides, you've got your kids areas, you've got your wave pools, and yeah, it's very much similar in that way. This is also a 5-minute wait for Misadventure Falls. Get it? Read that again real carefully. Misadventure Falls. Misadventure. Yeah. Follow the adventures of Captain Mary Oceaneer aboard a family raft ride featuring rapids and enclosed slide flume and treasures around every twist and turn. It's a fun ride. I think you can ride up to 5 people in a raft. The rafts here are, they always stay in the ride. They never come out of the ride. So basically one family gets out of the, let me see, since there's nobody in here, I'm just gonna walk in a little bit. Once the families get out of the inner tube, another family just gets right back in. So, and then they take you up this really long incline up to the top, which is nice. You don't have to carry a flume inner tube or anything like that, which is great because these things are huge. They're really big. And there's nobody in line right now. You can basically just ride. Great time to be here. No, good question, Stephen. Are they only open specific times of the year? There is, keeping in mind, things have changed a little bit after the pandemic, slightly. Prior to the pandemic, there was always at least one Disney water park open. Always at least one, any time of the year. Now, that comes with some caveats. If, for whatever reason, it got too cold on a day, they would close the park. I mean, they understand that if for whatever reason it's 35 degrees here in Orlando, nobody's going to go to a water park, and nobody wants to be a lifeguard and get wet. So they will close the parks if it gets too cold. But they would always have one park open during the winter. During the rest of the year, both parks were open. So except for November, December, January, and February, there were always 2 parks open at the same time. So you could choose which ones you wanted to go to. Right now, since 2020, they've only kept one open at a time. They just recently closed Blizzard Beach again and reopened Typhoon Lagoon. Welcome in, Disney family. Just like I feel like after an hour being there, Chase would lose interest. If they're not, you know, big into water slides and things like that, very possibly. So one of our entrances now, the Lazy River has several entrances around the park, and lots of places you can jump in and jump back out if you want to. Let's go explore. Welcome in, Wendy. Good morning. All right, some of the things you can have here that you can't get anywhere else. Now, this at one point was available over in the Magic Kingdom, but now you can only get it here. The Hey Hey Cone a Dole Whip pineapple and raspberry soft serve cone with eyes and a little sour strip for Hey Hey's cone, $5.99. Or the Moana cone, Dole Whip strawberry and vanilla soft serve and a white chocolate dipped waffle cone, $5.99, with a white chocolate Moana and some edible flowers on there on the side. And of course, you can just get your regular soft serve Dole Whip as well. And for the adults, if you want one, you can get some with some Parrot Bay coconut rum, tequila, or dark rum for $12. Good morning, Mayor. Welcome in. And I'm going to show you guys Typhoon Tilly's Food and Spirits. Other food we can look for and check out later as well. They're very similar. They do a good job of making sure that the price meets the demand. Over here at Typhoon Tilly's, guys, you can get the Land and Sea, which is hand-battered fish and crispy chicken strips with french fries. The shrimp Louis lettuce wrap, Louis-style shrimp, cilantro, lime slaw, and pineapple salsa served with chips. We had this last time we were here, and I actually really enjoyed it. Crabless crablet cakes is a plant-based crab cakes topped with mango chutney, french fries, and cilantro lime slaw. The shrimp wrecked salad, mixed greens with shrimp, mandarin oranges, dried tropical fruit, cucumber, and tomato with a pineapple mango vinaigrette. And fish tacos, battered fish served in a flour taco shell, pineapple salsa, and chipotle slaw. They also have just a fish basket and chicken breasts. So if you want just, chicken strips, you can do that too. Good morning, Jenny. Welcome. How you doing, Lisa? You can see our slides coming down off the hill in the mountains right over there in the distance. Now, this area here is so weird still for me to look at this. I mean, first of all, there's just chairs everywhere. This submarine is a memory of what used to be an area where you could go through here and do snorkeling. They had a artificial reef here. Guests would come to this area here. This was actually a queue for it. You would get your gear, your snorkel and everything, and then you had a chance to actually snorkel, freestyle snorkel through this very deep reef and look at all the tropical fish that was there. Now, I'm not the strongest swimmer, and this was no 3 foot deep pool. I mean, it was very deep. And I thought if I could just make it to the other side. And you had to be able to stay afloat for the entire stretch from that side over to this side. And it was a little bit of a stretch for me. But it was still fun to have done. And I think just because of the type of attraction it was and how difficult it was for people just to freestyle snorkel like that, they decided to basically close the attraction, and they filled it in. And now it's just a place and area for chairs. But if you guys have been here before, like Alyssa says, you may remember there used to be a place to snorkel over here. Like, I could have sworn there was a place you could swim in tropical fish. Yes, this is it. I'm glad we got to try it at least one time before it was filled in. And honestly, most times these chairs stay empty. Unless the park gets really, really, really busy. Good morning, Vanessa. Welcome. Good to see you, Terry. Yes, another water park. We're going to put them straight back to back with each other so you can do a direct comparison with it still fresh in your mind from Volcano Bay yesterday. And if you guys missed it, go back to check out yesterday's stream over at Universal. And then you guys can say which one is better for you. Good morning.
How's it going?
Doing good. How are you? Ah, you've done it before too? Like I said, I'm glad I got to do it once. All right, we're going to be going through some sand now. Sandwalkers! You know, I didn't take that much sand home with me yesterday after I thought I was. The great thing is you can hear the waves crash over in the wave pool when it happens, even from like the edges of the park. Now, on extremely busy days, all of these chairs will fill up with people's belongings and things like that. You can always put your items out on the chair. People will claim them early. Or you can, of course, you can get yourself a locker and put them in the locker. DBC Deborah says it was so much fun doing the snorkeling. Wish it was still there. Oh, you're fine. Go ahead. Charlie says, I remember seeing that on one of the sing-along videos all back in the day. Yep. Baby sharks. We swam with baby sharks. Doot, 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 doot. All right, over here. One of our batch of slides. You have to go up the mountain trail and you can go and do different things, including Humunga Kawabunga. We're going to take some of those trails as well and let you guys see some great views from up there. Good morning, JB. Kristen says, I love this water park. Do they have high slides? Here's the difference between Volcano Bay and Typhoon Lagoon when it comes to their high slides. There are some elevated slides, yes. But whereas you go straight up in the air and you're climbing up staircases at Volcano Bay, here you're climbing up trails. You're climbing up mountain trails. So, like here, we've got a family here that's getting ready to go up and coming down the Humunga Kawabunga. Some of the bigger slides here. Woo. And instead of going upstairs, you walk up a mountain trail and you wind your way up and around. So welcome in, Angela. Yeah, we're about twice as warm as you are. 45, take it up about 90. Close to 90. We're 85 today. No, there is not a virtual queue. There is no Tapa like system here. It is pretty much standby. So I think we are going to go up the mountain trail and we're going to show you guys some of the views from up there. And yes, definitely, Stitch is highly valued here. So we're going to be looking for some Stitch merch. May even find a trading pin with him on it. And who knows, we might even find Stitch, but it's never a guarantee. One of the things that was asked yesterday, are there character interactions at Volcano Bay? The answer was no. Here, there are. Yes, you can find Disney characters here and about, so we'll keep an eye out for them today. It seems a lot easier to go up when you just have to just slowly wind up a trail. So, it's a lot more enjoyable. We'll take the trail. We can't ride down the slides with the camera equipment, but I can still walk up the trail and show you guys what it looks like. Julie says, Blizzard Beach is my favorite.
If we go 3 times, we can each do a different one.
That is true. Over at Blizzard Beach, when you go to the big slides at the top, you can take the ski lift up, which is like a ride in itself. Not today, Christopher. I am by myself today, which means I have no one to help me to make sure that the equipment has stayed safe. The last thing we want to do is take this equipment that you guys have made us able to buy and purchase and put it at risk by putting it into the water. So we'll be coming back here again here soon, just for a water park day to get in the water and have some fun with it. You can hear Miss Tilly. There's Miss Tilly right now. She's spouting off at the top. So here's the real question. Would you guys be interested if we were to bring you guys to an H2O glow night? Tickets for May for Saturday nights are about $75 a ticket. And I was thinking it might be kind of fun to come on a Saturday night and share Typhoon Lagoon with you guys in the evening. Good morning, Queen Honey Bear. Oh, no. It's not waterproof. My camera is, but not all of the equipment is. Good morning, EXP626. So, I am not going to ride the slides, but I want to walk up the trail and show you guys what it looks like. Maybe we'll get to see a few guests go sliding by. But see, instead of walking up just stairs after stairs after stairs, you get a nice little mountain trail to go up. And to me, it makes it less jarring. So, welcome in, Lisa. The boys and I have done these slides many times. Julie's like, I love anything glow. Disney Houston's today's water is at a 79 degrees today. So it is heated. It is nice and warm. 80 degrees. Is that warm enough for you? All right, I'm going to go up just a little bit more. So you can see they're very tight slides and they're all through the rocks. So it's kind of a cool thing to come down the storm slides. Good morning. If you guys are just joining us here, we're at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon here at Walt Disney World. Just to show you guys what the water park looks like. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Now, I'm going to be walking up trails and in bright sunlight, so I might not see all questions at all times. But if there's something you need some help with, we'll be most as helpful as we can to show you guys what it looks like. Good views from up here. So 79 degrees for water temperature would be close. Okay. All right, let's go up a little more. Take you guys up to see Miss Tilly.
With your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide. As soon as you reach the bottom of the slide, please exit to the side.
Notice there's the Cowabunga, Humongo Cowabunga ride. The body flume all the way down.
Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide. As soon as you reach the bottom of the slide, please exit to the side immediately. For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide. As soon as you reach the bottom of the slide, please exit to the side immediately. For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide.
All right, I just wanted to show you guys Miss Tilly over here. We'll come back down here.
For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide.
Good morning, Margaret. How are you doing today?
The slide, please exit to the side immediately. For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide. As soon as you reach the bottom
So the slides go all the way through the rock like that. It's pretty cool.
For your safety and enjoyment, please lie
So it's kind of hidden within the landscape, so to speak.
Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet within the slide. As soon as you reach the bottom of the slide, please exit to the side immediately. For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go, and keep your hands and feet.
And probably some of the best views of Miss Tilly up there at the top.
Exit to the side immediately. For your safety and enjoyment, please lie flat on your back with your arms and ankles crossed in front of you. Wait for the green signal before you go.
All right, we're going to make our way back down. It's like hiking on a real mountain. You get all the way up to the top, you turn around and go back down. I'm getting some stair exercise today. Climbing the stairs, climbing the stairs. All right. I'm taking it kind of easy on the way down, making sure, keep the camera away. We're not here to film any of the guests to make them uncomfortable as they're getting up and down the stairs, so. There are the storm slides. Great body slides. It's a lot easier when you get up to the top if you can just slide back down. EDD, I believe the water parks operate in the same way that they do the other parks. Smoking is not allowed inside the park. You will have to exit and go to the entrance. Of course, re-entry is always allowed, so. Do we have a lunch poll up today? If so, you guys get to choose what I have for lunch. Take a couple of seconds, vote in the poll, have your voice be heard and counted. Later on this morning, we'll close the poll. Susan will tell me which way to go, and we'll grab ourselves some lunch today based upon what you guys chose. Sure. Yes, the question is, Jeff, which ones have bacon? Bacon! How you doing today, Jeff? All right, let's walk to the back of the park along a trail which a lot of people don't know is even there. Another quick view of the Humunga Kawabunga body balloons. I have never been down Humunga Kawabunga. For whatever reasons, I don't remember. I myself personally have never been. The misters are getting me. Welcome in, Josh. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, Buzzatron. How you doing today? Hey, come on down. We all float here. Let's walk you guys over to the wave pool. This is the big guy right here. The big one. Cheers, James, and welcome in. Good morning. Glad to have you with us today. Will we be lucky enough to catch a big wave as we're over here? Hope so. Check it out. It's coming. There it goes. Hope they're ready, because it's coming one way or another. It will knock you down if you're not ready for it. I only recommend getting into the deep, deep water where these big waves come through if you are an experienced swimmer. Welcome in and good morning, Andy. Welcome to Typhoon Lagoon. Here, let me wave at you. Good morning, Versace Chanel. How are you? Says that wave pool is fantastic. It is an amazing wave pool. It is my favorite of the two here between here and Blizzard Beach. Good morning, Bloomin' Cheese. It's a beautiful day here for a swim, Jeremy. So yes, there is a warning. You will hear the whistle letting you know that the waves are about to come and start again. They come in cycles. So there is a warning every time. Everybody's waiting anxiously. Cowabunga! Hear the screams of delight. Sweet. All right, let's take you guys on the back path here. Like I said, few people know that this path exists. I only encounter people every so often here, but it takes you to the back part of the wave pool and along the lazy river. You can get cabanas here, just like we did. We saw them yesterday. So a private space. Good morning, Paige. Welcome in. Good morning again, Forever Young. How are you? Some great theming here. Keeping in mind, again, the whole story of that, all of these things, all the treasures, all the things like cannons, and even Miss Tilly herself, which we can't see quite from this angle, all were just kind of thrown here by the typhoon and just kind of landed in this area. Yep, there goes the next wave. You guys hear it? Oh, the patron call last night. We had probably one of our largest number of attendees on a Zoom call last night. We had, I will say, between all the people who were able to come in and jump out, we had more than first time ever, more than a third of all of our patrons on the call at one time or another last night. So it was a lot of fun. And the big thing is just to be able to have everybody on there and get to know each other and see your faces and get to know other people in the chat all the time. So for all of those who joined for the first time last night, I hope that when you see your fellow patrons chatting today, you can do like I do and you can visualize their faces and hear their voices as you read their chats. Welcome in, Hawk the Fam. And we're suddenly back on the other side again. Look at that, a hidden Mickey. Well, not so hidden. Yeah, no surfing.
Yeah, we want to go that way.
So we just saw Humonga Cowabunga. We're going to make our way eventually over to Kitchkata Creek. We saw the storm slides and the lunch options and places like that around here as well. That's a great feeling, isn't it, Rob? Ahoy, ahoy, Midden! Hi, welcome in. Dalton says, I was a Big Kahuna one day. That's sweet. Lucas is our Big Kahuna today. And we got to see Lucas write his name on the board as we came in today. That was pretty cool. I know, Shelty Mom. That's our go-to. That's our default, right? Default. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of awesome copyright music playing in the background as I play lots of beach music, lots of Beach Boys. It's always fun to, just like I said, get to spend time with those like that, and it's I don't know. We're gonna do some more things this month, I think. Low tide lose. There is a significant hole when it comes to that. If you're looking for the equivalent of the tapu tapu, you will not find it here at this park. Oh man, our trail is closed today. No Mount Mayday Trail. I was going to take you guys up to the mountain trail. They have it closed off today. There is a trail that allows you to go all the way over to the backside and closer up to Miss Chili, and they have it roped off. We'll have to come back again. Beautiful day, Nickety Split. No chance of rain. Mid 80s. And they say cloudy in the forecast, but I don't see many clouds. There you go, Michelle. When you guys coming back? Next week? All right, over here at Low Tide Lose, some other things you can grab. Again, some more shrimp Louis lettuce wraps, a cauliflower touboulette, a chicken wrap, a stuffed cream cheese pretzel, a jalapeno cheese pretzel. So, and they even have a chicken lo mein salad. I bet Owen would love that. Good morning, Onyx Chrono. Awesome, Andy. Yes, the higher your number is on your circle bottle, the less time it lasts. I tend to go into 4 or 5. I get about 4 to 6 like refills throughout the day. Anybody want a Mickey pretzel? You know, I love Mickey pretzels. Okay, they're cute. They look like Mickey, but you know, the ones that are stuffed with cream cheese, or the ones that are stuffed with jalapeno cheese, those are the ones right there. Welcome in, Data Ray. Well, there you go. Now viewing the world. Let me know if you have some questions. If you do get the rapid fill mug for the day, you can come to any of the drink stations like this and fill them up all throughout the day. They have Zero, Coke, Sprite, Diet Coke, Powerade, Zero Sugar Lemonade, and Gold Peak Tea Unsweetened. So what did we look at so far? Let's do a recap. We came into the park at the very beginning, right about here. We made our way around over to Crush and Gusher. We got to see Misadventure Falls right here. We made our way over to check out the storm slides of the Humonga Cowabunga. Walked some of the big waves over here in our wave pool, the Typhoon Lagoon surf pool. To the back area here, we got to see some of the Lazy River as well. Now we are here on this side, our last slides that we have available, including things like Keel Hall Falls, which is sort of a slow scenic raft ride. Mayday Falls, which unfortunately is closed today. It's a raft ride. And then Gangplank Falls, which is a multi-person family ride. All of these, you do have to carry your inner tube up to the top. So Take that into mix. And then over here on this side is our Catch a Kitty Creek, which is, we'll be checking that out in just a moment as well. But let's check out the family slides first. Now this lazy river is filling up. It's popular. Good morning, Cake Toast. I know, stuffed pretzels all day long, right, Adam? I mean, Mickey shaped, oh, that's fun. But you put something inside, whole nother level. So, I got the bouncers out today. Uh-oh. Oh, no. How you doing today?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Oh, it's a great day. Beautiful day.
It's an amazing day.
This is like the perfect day to come to a water park.
Honestly,
it really is. It's
honestly, any day is perfect day to come to a water park. If you ask me.
true.
Any day is a perfect day.
So let me ask you a question. The food here. I'm gonna get some inside information from Eli. I'm not putting you on camera if you don't want to be. But what's your favorite thing that you hear in the entire park? Somebody's never been, which I have been a lot, but people watching with me today may not have been.
Well,
I know where I kind of go and lean toward. What is your favorite thing to eat here at Typhoon Lagoon?
The food here is pretty spectacular, if you ask me. But my favorite, just I have to say, will be the barbecue chicken and pineapple pizza at Leaning Palms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's something we haven't even talked about yet. We're going to be going to Leaning Palms after Kitchiketta Creek, so we'll be checking that out. So the barbecue chicken
Pineapple pizza.
and pineapple. Wow.
I might not be exactly with it, but I think it's like somewhere along those lines. I know it's like
it's got some good things on there that mixed out like that. We'll be checking that out. That is a straight from the source Eli recommendation there. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, no worries.
All right, so we're going to show you just, guys, Keel Hall Falls. Only one rider per tube. When you come up, you have to grab one of your inner tubes right over here to the side, and you are responsible for carrying it up to the top. Mayday Falls, very similar. Off to this side, and then if you want to go to the gangplank is on the other side of the bridge, goes up that side, and it is a family style. That's what you see way on up there with the yellow tubes. Again, you have to carry your tubes to the top of the area, so be prepared to have somebody in your party bring their muscles. So there you go, gallery man. Got my parents a one-day park hopper to take my dad on Guardians and Tron, staying one night at the Grand Floridian DVC just to get the best of the rides. I hope they enjoy it. How many of you agree with Genio today? I absolutely love my job, but I would rather be floating down the lazy river right now. All right, Kitchiketta Creek is the enjoyment of any kids under the not the age, but under the height of 48 inches. If you are 48 inches or taller, that means you're tall enough to ride the big kids rides. But this is for the little guys. I remember when my kids actually got to play over in this area back in the day. Then they all got big. Remember, guys, if you got little ones, spend time with them, have fun with them. Take them to Disney water parks, let them play in the kids' areas, because you know what, one of these days they're going to be too big. And you hear people like, I don't want to take my kids till they're much older and they can remember. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I can remember taking my kids here, and they had such a grand time when they came through, so. They won't always be small enough to be able to ride stuff like this. So I won't be showing everybody else's kids, but I'll give you just an idea of the inner tubes. Little lazy river for the kids. It's kind of cool. They do have other slides and stuff on the other thing. Let's see if we can walk over there. Bubblies. Just a little bitty lazy river for the kids. A little splash pad here for them as well. The backside of water. And for the smallest and littlest of kids, even, you know, ones who can't even quite walk comfortably just yet, you can put them on their very first water slide. I caught them at the bottom. Susan sent them off at the top. A safe space for them to enjoy, you know, their very first rides like this. Look at the little bitty slides. Little other play areas. Uh-oh, there goes Miss Tilly. We're changing surf seasons. This is our Catch a Kitty Creek. Because they want you to be at the bottom of the slides and we want you to catch your kids. I can hear the waves. Here's the whistle. Small flex, I've been to river country. Flashback! River country. I never had a chance to go to Disney's OG water park here at Walt Disney World. River country. That area was repurposed and was being made into a new DVC resort that unfortunately those plans have been put on hold. It's gonna come back eventually. You know it will be. Here comes our surfing, not really surfing, but just rolling waves now that we've got our signal from Miss Tilly. No huge waves, but just continually rolling. Hey, has anybody else in the chat ever been to river country? Raise your hand if you've ever been to river country. The lazy river or the kids? Oh, any of those old water parks. They were all sketchy. Flying down these slides and rivets grabbing at your skin, and it happened. That's just the way it was back then. They'd drop you off into a 12-foot drop into a pool. Life vest? Nah, who needs a life vest? They'll swim. So Christy, which is larger, Typhoon Lagoon or Volcano Bay? Well, I can't say with specific words, but I can say this. That's Typhoon Lagoon. Boom. So, leave it at that. Wait, nobody said anything about raspberry donuts. Oh, you guys are terrible. Would it make you feel better if I told you that they do have mini donuts available at the front of the park? Yes, you can get a half dozen mini donuts. Lorian says we went to river country 3 times back in the day. The boys loved it. Sweet. All right. A couple of places I want to point out to you guys as we come over to this area. DVC Deborah has been there. Joe C has been to river country. Jacob's been there. And the original Discovery Island. Wow, the original Animal Kingdom theme park. Charlie's been to Discovery Island. Scott G, good morning. Canadian Kelly and James has pictures. About 3 or 4 years old. Sweet. All right, so over here to my left, Happy Landings Ice Cream. You can get yourself some soft serve, some sundaes, and some other ice cream creations over here to the left. Welcome in, Deaf Disney Panda. Good morning. Welcome to Typhoon Lagoon. So our ice cream shop is right over here. This is going to be cold water, misting on my feet here. So let's take a look at our ice cream first, and then we're going to make our way over to Leaning Palms. I don't know where Susan put in for lunch today, but if it's at Leaning Palms, or if the winter might be at Leaning Palms, this would be a good time for us to just go ahead and just make it happen. All right, let's take a look at our menu here. Happy Landings Ice Cream. Get the Sand Pail Sundae. Vanilla and chocolate swirled soft serve, waffle cone pieces, vanilla cake, cookies and cream crumbles, hot fudge, caramel sauce, whipped cream, rainbow sprinkles, and a cherry. And it's in an exclusive souvenir Sand Pail cup. I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second. A hot fudge brownie sundae, a pineapple upside down cone. Then of course you got your Dole Whip, regular sundae, and then any of your regular frozen treats that are available. But it's not the kitchen sink like over elsewhere, but get yourself. Look at that guy right there. How's guys good today?
How are you doing today? Good.
Showing off all the fun things you guys have available, including the Sand Pail sundae. And it comes in
the pineapple upside down cake is a new one.
It's a new. I was about to say I've not seen this one before.
Yeah, that one's new. We just started that this year.
So Dole Whip pineapple and vanilla soft serve, caramel sauce, vanilla cake. I always love it when you throw some cake into some ice cream. Caramelized pineapple and a cherry, and it looks like a little. It looks like the area where Miss Tilly sits up on top. What they need is a little Miss Tilly chocolate piece and put on top of the mountain. And this is our bucket right here that the sundae comes in. And notice it's got the bottom, so you can take it back out there and make yourself some sandcastles. Hi, Nanny. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I gotta eat. My wife says I have to eat first before I can have dessert. So I have to eat my lunch first before I can have dessert. So well, I see you guys in a bit.
Or you've got the Dole Whips, all the different Dole Whip flavors that snatch.
About to say we popped over there as well. So a lot of great options. Some exclusive things that you can't get anywhere else, which I love. Cindy's like, did someone say donuts? Where did the donuts come from? Well, we're glad you can jump back in and hang out with us today. All right, so let's go check out our menu. I bet we can grab a menu over here. Hello, hello, how are you?
Good.
Can we borrow your menu for just a moment? All right, now before I show anybody else what this is, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
The barbecue chicken flatbread.
Okay, that's the second cast member in a row to say that. Eli over there at Mayday Falls did the exact same thing.
It's the best.
So now I'm wondering my choices. So a jerk shrimp rice bowl, island crunch chicken. Ooh, that looks good. Breaded chicken with pickled vegetables, shredded lettuce, chipotle ranch dressing. A chicken wrap, which I think we saw over there on at Tilly's as well. An Impossible Island burger, a Caribbean spiced salad, and twice recommended by cast members a barbecue chicken and grilled pineapple flatbread, Angus cheeseburger, and a chicken or a tofu rice bowl with pigeon peas, roasted corn, peppers, pineapple salsa, and sweet plantains. Other items they have on here as well, including the plant-based crabless crab cakes and the cauliflower dish we saw over there as well. And of course, beverages and kids' meals. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Of course, yeah, enjoy.
So, there's one other thing I'm looking for, and I don't see it on this side. I'm gonna go back on the other side and look for it. Hello, hello, hi. They're open from 11 to 4:30 each day. But I want you guys to look at this. They got milkshakes. They have a blue Typhoon colada. But the Miss Tilly sipper cup. Why are we like Disney fans? How do we fall for this all the time? Welcome in, Terry. Good morning. Just give me a stage. How you doing today? Have a great lunch, Guajarini. What part of the pigeon does the pea come from? Don't ask. Just don't ask. Don't ask. If you have to ask. So tell me, guys, what is the appeal? Why do we love our big, gigantic plastic sipper cups and our popcorn buckets so much? But look at that guy right there. Am I going to be able to walk away without that today? I don't know. So, I think we've had 2 cast members already say that you can check out the flatbread. All right. Well, it's almost noon. How about we go ahead, if you guys haven't voted already and the poll is still up, go ahead and put your last minute votes in for what you guys want us to try out, review, and share with you guys today on the stream. And let's grab ourselves some lunch today. If you guys are just popping in, thank you so much for joining us here at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. It's great to have everybody join us every Monday through Friday, and we're hoping that if you've never been here before, you're going to enjoy hanging out here. Of course, Greg's got to just throw in the fact that, he's over there eating the house-made churros with dipping sauces over at the Nomad Lounge. Nice. How you doing today, Greg? Well, Greg, that sounds great, but it doesn't sound nearly as good as insert whatever they voted for me to have for lunch today. Yeah. I'm going to have a one-up here. Happy Wednesday, Greg. Jen just wants to go to get the mug, the refillable mug. What about that sipper? What about that boat sipper, Jen? Nora says that sipper is cool. I don't collect them, but I'd get that one. All right, lunch poll is closed. I'm heading over. Oh, I didn't read it. There we go. I try. I'm not always up on everything. Lunch poll is closed, and I'm going to where? Leaning Palms. All the way over there? All right. Now, notice, this used to be called Placid Palms Resort Dining, or Placid Palms Resort, but after the typhoon came in and knocked everything over sideways, it's now the Leaning Palms. Hey, anybody who gets to have a meal over at Nomad Lounge is pretty lucky. I agree. I know. How do you drink out of that sipper? That's always the question, isn't it, Susan? Like, it looks great, but what do you do with it? That sipper is on your order for Caleb from Disney Houston's. Really? Oh, thank you, Disney Houston's. That's awesome. We'll find out. I have no idea how we're going to drink out of that, Susan. I really don't. All right, let's go back over there. You guys are always one step ahead of me.
Have an ice cream in a bit.
All right, so again, just as a real quick thing, all of the offerings here for food and beverage, Leaning Palms, the Crush Cart, Low Tide Lou's, which we saw over there as well. That has the one with the all the pretzels on it. Typhoon Tilly's, Surf Doggies with all the hot dogs, and the Snack Shack where you can get some more Dole Whip, and the Happy Landings ice cream. Thank you, Disney Houstons. It is some really good storytelling. All right, are we doing this mobile order? Or am I picking it up? I'm assuming it's mobile order, so let's go to the other side. The Leaning of Pizza. Let's see which way we're gonna go here. Oh, puppy. Yes, James, they just started today at Animal Kingdom. The new Timon Sipper. He was a little late. I think he was supposed to show up the same time as the Pumbaa popcorn bucket, but he made it there. Good morning, David.
Yeah, so we have snack chilies, main
Hello, gonna order 2253 for Edwards.
That should be all of our replacements
What would you like to drink?
that are not.
Let's see, Coke Zero. Yeah.
And this is our miscellaneous souvenir. That is one of our other souvenir packs, but this one is not.
What did we get today, guys? Is that the chicken sandwich?
Yes, sir. That is our
So
chicken sandwich.
I don't know what I have for lunch because when I stream on YouTube, our community does a poll.
Okay.
And I can't see the poll, so it's always a surprise. So
Oh,
every
okay.
day in the parks.
And I like your little gadget too. Like,
So it helps it. That way I can move around a lot and they won't get seasick.
I work with a lot of cameras back at home, so I love looking at like all the new gadgets that people bring.
Because
I'm
back
like,
in the
I
old
love
days,
it.
we started doing this 7 years ago. And when we first started, everything was just bump, 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 bump,
Oh, yeah.
bump. So it makes a big difference. So they chose for me the chicken sandwich. So what makes this chicken sandwich so awesome? Looks like we've
so
got.
Mostly what makes it so awesome is our pickled vegetables. It has a very tangy taste to it.
Oh, I love
and
that.
the chicken has so much flavor and juice on the inside, so whenever you take a bite, it has a whole load of flavor.
So the question is, normally when I get a chicken sandwich, I almost always grab a thing of mayo on the side just in case.
Yes, sir.
Do I need any condiment for this sandwich? Because sometimes you do and sometimes you don't.
I don't think you do.
With all the
it-
pickled
it already
vegetables, it looks
has-
like it's going to be kind of, a lot of moisture already. So
It does have like a chipotle ranch on the top of the bun. It should be on the top of the bun. So I don't think you'll need any mayo. But if you think you might want it, you can go ahead and grab some at the condiment bar.
Sure.
You're right.
awesome. And we've got ourselves. Look at Tilly's already leaking.
It's okay. So whenever it's leaking, it comes out through the top. Like it's there you go. Like
There we
it's
go.
exploding.
Coke Zero, Diet Cokes. There it is. They're infamous for doing that. You know what? I don't know how I missed this zipper, but it's pretty cute. It's pretty awesome.
It is pretty cool.
So, and if you've enjoyed your park day, that's a great way to remember. It's a great souvenir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're
You
gonna.
have a lovely rest of your day. Okay.
I'm gonna try not to spill any more of this drink on your counter there.
You're totally fine.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. You have a lovely rest of your day, sir.
Thank you. This chicken sandwich, guys. A vegetable slaw, steamed. Oh, a straw. Straw. That's the last straw right there. I throw it on there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm going to grab a mayo just in case. And we'll see if it needs one or not. And with my 10 French fries, I'm going to grab some barbecue sauce. And some honey mustard. And the official Typhoon Lagoon napkins. Just in case. All right. Ooh. Now, if we get a chance to come over and enjoy an H2O Glow Nights later on this month, there will be special items that only available at H2O Glow Nights. They love to throw some glow cubes in there, which is always kind of cool. Awesome. Man, we got a leaky ship, but other than that, that's pretty. That's a pretty good sipper. I'm gonna dry that guy up there a little bit. All right, everybody. I'm gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna take a couple photos, and we're gonna dig into this chicken sandwich. Let's turn this around. Now you guys are noticing I'm not wearing my uniform today. We had a 2.5-hour Zoom call last night with all of our patrons, and after it was done, I was just dead tired. And I got up this morning and realized I did not do laundry. So, I got my Run Disney shirt on today. I know, Christy, people were talking, was it you or someone else who said that they still, I think it was somebody else said that they still have their Typhoon Lagoon beach towel from 30 years ago, which is awesome. Do I have a picture of the Timon zipper? Come on, Ron. I haven't. I was at Volcano Bay yesterday. I got the annual pass holder magnet. I had to drive home for an hour and 10 minutes yesterday to get to the patron call. And then I fell asleep after that on the couch. I'm just so tired. I know you guys think that I can just do everything, but sometimes, well, all right, there it is. He goes with the Pumbaa. What do you guys think of Timon? Pumbaa, I think, is adorable. So that's what he looks like. Should I check PayPal? I've been so busy looking at the water. Maybe doing some singing, maybe. If you guys are new to our channel, maybe you're watching for the first time today, we are almost 100% supported by the viewers and our members of our community by being a Magic Crew cast on the membership program here on YouTube, being a patron over on patreon.com, and those who give and support the channel through PayPal's make it possible for us to stream on a regular basis. And when they do that, we are extremely grateful for that, and we'd like to thank them by singing a little song here and there. So, and we just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal from the Magic Crew. And Savannah today sent over a $25 PayPal for Caleb Sipper for the Miss Tilly. So thank you so much, Disney Houstons, for that. Greatly appreciate you guys supporting the channel as much as you guys do. And thank you for thinking of us when we come into the parks to share stuff like this with everybody. So this is a great sipper. And I'm going to take a picture of it and before we jump into and have some food. Thank you guys. Oh wow, the Jessica Rabbit beach towel. That's a classic. All right, so for good lighting, I have to go on the other side of the camera here, and on the other side of our table. So let's put our chicken sandwich here, take a picture, and then we're going to bite into it and enjoy it.
Anyone need anything? Honey mustard?
Picture time. So, who in the chat has always wanted to come to a Disney water park and has just never had a chance to come? Is there anybody who is just has always wanted to? And seeing it here today is just like, man, how did we come for so many years? How did we do this on a regular basis and not make it to a park, either Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon before today? How am I supposed to drink that shit? Use that straw. Use straw. I gotta figure out how to open it. Oh no. Oh no. Gotta put the straw in first, and it just spilled. Squirrel, that's my straw. No, don't take it, squirrel. Don't take my straw. That's my straw, buddy. That's my straw. You have to put the straw in first. I opened it up to put the straw in, and all the drink came flying out. It's got me wet, which made me drop the straw, and it went on the ground, and a squirrel picked it up and almost ran off with it. All right, so guys, I don't know if you can get rabies from sharing a straw with a squirrel, but we're gonna see. All right. It's an awkward sipper. There we go. It does have a straw. It just didn't have a straw in it yet. So. It's a messy sipper. There we go. Better look at it. I can't believe I almost had my straw taken away by a squirrel. See, that's the thing, Rob. When you come to Disney, you're only here for 4 days, 5 days, maybe even only a weekend. Why waste time at a water park? when you're going to miss out on some of the things. It's really something that's better if you have a longer vacation. I understand that completely. Here's something to take in consideration as well. If you add the water park ticket to your vacation package, which is something that my clients who are traveling this week are actually doing. We have some clients who are here this week who checked in on Saturday. They actually have the water park option on their tickets, which means they can come to Typhoon Lagoon as many times as they want to throughout the week. And it's about the same price as a one-day ticket. So they can come to the park, or they could go to Magic Kingdom, leave, come to Typhoon Lagoon, swim a few hours instead of going back to the resort pool, then go to another park in the evening, and not miss out on anything. And they can do that as many times as they want to. So totally understand that, but that is one option that you know, will work for that. It's got pickled red onions, pickled carrots. That's a very good flavor to add to the chicken. It actually almost covers up the flavor of the vegetables, almost covers up the flavor of the chicken. It almost needs a little mayo. Almost. So I'm gonna ask. I hate to ask because not their fault that it broke, but see if we can get another one. Hey Jackie, how you doing this Wednesday? Good to see you. Welcome in, Spencer. How you doing today? That's very true, Nick. Or it could be just the opposite, because they hear it all the time. Their mind blocks it out and they never hear it. I mean, that's what used to happen to me when I worked at a restaurant. Played Italian, you know, music in the background. And I remember one time going to work and a family was, I was serving. They said, "Oh, that music, you must hear that music in your sleep." And I'm like, "What music?" So, yeah, it really is form over function. I agree, Horatio. Thank you, Now Viewing the World, for being a Magic Crew guest. Thank you for having that name in green and for supporting the channel. We're going to have to throw in, tomorrow is going to be May the 4th, Star Wars Day. We may be throwing in some special emojis just for you guys to use in your chat tomorrow. So thank you so much for that. Welcome in, Pam. Hi, Amanda. How you doing? It actually is really good. I did put a little mayo on it though. I cheated. We're gonna have so many copyrights today. This shipwreck lunch. Hey, strand me any day, Mike. I'm good. I mean, that is a cool slipper. Welcome in, Carol. Good to see you. Not tomorrow, George. Maybe on Friday. Thanks, fellas. What are you guys having for lunch today? For those who are jumping into the lunchtime themselves. So, when we do have copyright music, some of the ad revenue actually goes to the people who own the rights to the music. So, it happens. Yes. Some of them are huge. There you go, Natty Boo. Find yourself a really cool one. Including the Timon, which just started today as well. I went through all my napkins. How did that happen? I thought it just fit. Since I couldn't wear my Year to Year Magic shirt today, I'm like, well, this looks kind of themed, water park theme-ish. Welcome in, Leo. We are having ourselves a chicken sandwich with pickled vegetables. Oh, I need a fork with all these vegetables now. With pickled vegetables on this chicken sandwich. The bun is just a regular bun. And as it's getting wet, it's falling apart, unfortunately. It's harder to eat. Taco pasta? Boy, talk about a culinary collaboration. Taco pasta. Eat it faster than I did. The bun completely fell apart. Welcome in, Michelle. Sometimes I have to go back because I miss everything. Welcome in, Samantha. Good to see you. It does kind of have that Hollywood Studios thing to it, doesn't it? Welcome in, Sebastian the Crab. It was a shock. I didn't realize that you were there. You're like, hey, it's Sebastian. That was cool. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. How was, did you guys enjoy Tron, by the way? Tuna salad for Carol. Steven's having a Culver strawberry-filled salad with raspberry vinaigrette. Nice. So that's what Caleb had on Monday. He had the Sunbonnet Trios strawberry salad over Pecos Bill with a strawberry vinaigrette. Really good salad. All right, so the bun. Not happy with the bun. I would normally grab a fork. A lot of the vegetables fell off. Fell off because of the bun falling apart. I would eat it separately, but I didn't grab one today.
I was gonna say the one hanging off the roof.
Oh, that's awesome. I've ridden it 14 times now. I still haven't been on at night. So, I know most of it wouldn't change, but something about being able to ride that first part in the dark would be kind of cool. All right, so I tried to grab some of the vegetables for the bun, but not all of them made it. It's been a while. We'll welcome in. We're going to take you guys back up to the front in just a moment. Look at some donuts. And go check out our shopping over at Sal's. Looking for some merchandise. Now, normally, we have really bad connection in that gift shop. It's always been a problem. We're going to try it again today. Probably. These are just your run-of-the-mill theme park buns. All the moisture from the vegetables, it just makes it fall apart. So, not a lot of people eating here today. Kind of quiet, but take you guys back out to the water in just a second. Let's talk about this hamburger. What is that? Alright, let's rate the food. So, we're going to talk on value, which includes price and portions, presentation, and flavor. This particular burger, decent price is what I would expect for the price for this type of sandwich. So it's not going to be right on point with what you're going to find elsewhere in the park. So not anything too worried about that. Comes with a large steak fries. They're huge. And this is a regular sized chicken sandwich. So it's okay for price and portion. All that vegetables on there makes you want to dig into it. I think it's a pretty good presentation. It's not over the top crazy, but still appetizing. The star of this chicken sandwich is the vegetable. The vegetables, the pickled vegetables, they almost overtake the flavor of the chicken. Honestly, if you were to take these pickled vegetables off, it would be a very, very run-of-the-mill chicken sandwich. The bun just got wet and just fell apart. So, I'm not very happy with the bun. It would have been nice if you had sort of a souped-up bun, something different, something a little more unique. But the flavor was really good. It was all for the vegetables. Honestly, though, I felt like it needed a little bit more of more tang. I was expecting more tang than I really got. But it was pickled vegetables saved everything as far as the chicken sandwich goes. So I would give it a 4 normally, because I enjoyed the vegetable flavoring of it, and it changed how it all tasted. The bun, just an ordinary bun, it fell apart, and the chicken itself, the flavor wasn't all outstanding over what we had with the vegetables. So I'd give it really a 3.5 to 4 overall because of that. But if Disney, I know it's costly to add specialized bread and stuff like that, but I think a little bit better bun would make a big difference on the sandwich. But it's okay. I did enjoy vegetable sauce. Alright, so I'm gonna go. Good afternoon, Jedi Weaves. How are you? I'm just checking all the comments that I missed before. Good afternoon, good afternoon. The fries look good. I mean, it's a different type of steak fry, yeah. So instead of just the ordinary fries you get everywhere else, it's kind of nice to have some variety every once in a while. Cake Toast going to be here in 35 days, 3 hours and 51. 35 days, 3 hours and 46 minutes. We'll be here at Disney World. So nothing like having a good old countdown. And if you guys don't have a countdown but like to have one, countdowns help, guys. They really do. They make you feel better. Well, not as better as sipping out of a boat, but if you're looking to have a countdown, if you want to have somebody who can help you out when it comes to answering your questions and making sure you have everything you need, take care of the little small things like getting park reservations or helping you with Disney dining if you're staying on property, or if you're staying on property, if we book your on-property hotel and tickets, and if we can do it time-wise, we'll even help you get your virtual queues if we can. So let us know if we can help you out when it comes to your next trip. Susan is always helping out while I'm in the park. Susan's taking care of a lot of the travel needs of our clients. And you can send her an email today at susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Let us know when you guys like to come. We can book Disney all the way out to the end of the year. We can do Universal and cruising into 2024. So I'd love to be a part of your next vacation, and realize that we don't charge you anything for our services. Nothing. Zada. Zilch. Zero. Bit bumpus. So we help you guys out. You don't pay us anything more than you'd pay normally, and you help us out in our small business. So it's a great win-win for everybody, and we'd love it if we could be a part of that. So let us know if we could be your Travelmation travel agent for your next vacation. Send us an email today. Let us know where you want to go, when you want to go, and who's coming with you, and let's get you guys started. So looking forward to hearing from some of you guys very soon. All right. I will come back and ask him about the zipper later. I don't ever want to do that while we're on camera, because I think that's unfair to cast members, and I don't ever want to put them in a spot. So I'll come back and ask him about the broken zipper later. Who knew? Wait, look. I just dropped the piece. I did, I just dropped it. I have no idea where it went. Alright, well. Good job, Chris. I lost it. Alright, so let's get you guys back out there. Let's go up to the front and do a little bit of shopping. If you guys have other questions about the water parks here, please let me know. And then at the end, we're going to do a quick summary, guys. We're going to talk about the pros and cons both at Typhoon Lagoon here, and what happens if you were to go over to Universal's Volcano Bay, since we got to go there yesterday. So I'd love to have you guys stick around to the end. Let's talk about sort of the goods and the bads of both, and I want to hear your opinions on it as well. And thank you guys for everybody who's taken a couple of seconds to hit the thumbs up button on today's stream, letting YouTube know that you're having a great time hanging out at the parks today. I found it. And if you're watching for the first time here with us here at Ear to Ear Magic, and either just subscribed or thinking about subscribing, we're just glad that you found us and that our community is made it possible for others to find our channel and to join in with the fun as well. We're so glad that you're here today, and we'd love for you guys to join us on future streams. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you'll always be able to find us later easily. All right. Welcome in, Desert Dream. How was your lunch today, my friend? Welcome in, Jim. The misters are cold. The misters that spray your feet as you walk around. Ice cold water coming out of here. I mean, just frigid. Oh, did you get a timeout? Oh, no. So we have an issue, guys. We have a system that helps us in our streams that will put up what oftentimes people consider to be like information they always want to see on a regular basis. So we will have it come up regularly so we don't have to worry about putting it up ourselves. That system has some sort of weird glitch to it. So when you use certain emojis, like regular YouTube emojis, it does something where it times you out. So I always forget which one it is, but there's one emoji. For some reason, when people use that emoji, they just get timed out, and it's really unfair because it's not something we've asked them to do, and it's not something we can control. I'm familiar with the Disney store that sells old park memorabilia and old park props. Are you talking about the one at Lakewood Mall? It's not necessarily Disney, so I wasn't sure if you were talking about something one in particular or not. Oh, if you use more than one at a time, is that what it is? So if somebody uses 3 smiley faces at a time, they get timed out by this system that we never gave them permission to do it. It's not something that we can turn off, or because we never turned it on. So never use more than one emoji at a time. Gotcha. Beautiful day to be here in the parks. You guys want me to take your photo for you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Sure. Here, I'm getting my YouTube over here this way. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to make sure we get Miss Tilly in there as well. I'm going to move around a little bit so we can get it just right. I'll take a few, so. Oh, so you got a slippery phone case. More this way, and I'm gonna get the boat right off to the side. There you go. That way you can be in it and not have to be like right there. Enjoy. So yeah, great day here in the park. No chance of rain, 85-degree weather. We're gonna be up into the 90s later on this weekend, supposedly. And Sunday, a good chance of rain and thunderstorms coming through the area again if it stays on the course that it is right now.
Guys, come here.
And who would rather be in the lazy river right now than where they're at the moment? That's an unfair question, I know. Here comes the wave. The big waves. That's weird, Brendan, to think that it feels like winter in New Jersey. Kelly's like, throw me in the river. I know, like I said, that was a very unfair question. All right. So we mentioned donuts earlier. Mini Donuts by Joffrey's. You can get a half dozen donuts for $5.99 or an entire dozen for $11. They're made fresh this morning, this afternoon. They have a little mini donut machine right there. Welcome in our next somewhere. How are you? Shockingly cold in Delaware. That seems wrong to have such beautiful weather here in Orlando and then go home to Delaware and be freezing. Welcome in, Special Eddie. So again, yes, you got a refreshingly cool frozen lemonade with blue curacao syrup topped with blueberry popping boba, frozen tidal wave, or like I said, you can get yourself freshly made these little mini donuts, half a dozen for $6, a whole dozen for $11, and you get yourself a dipping sauce with either chocolate, raspberry, or white chocolate for $1.69. And like I said, they had the little machine right there. They were just fried up just recently. All right, guys, Singapore Sal's souvenirs. This is going to be a test about how things are working today. Signal gets bad in here sometimes. It's something about the way that this place is just built. So, mods, do me a favor. And guys, if we can let the mods handle this just to make sure. I'll listen to the mods. Let me know if it gets really bad in here. If I drop or if it gets really, really, really bad as far as signal, just let me know. Here's some more of the all-day sipper. If you buy one of these while you're in the park, you can drink at the drink stations all day long, continual refills. If you have an existing cup, you can bring it back in and activate the chip in it again for $8.50 to use for the day. Welcome in, Joanna. How are you? Good afternoon, Katie. How are you? Now, Stitch is all about Typhoon Lagoon. So you're going to find Stitch merch all over the place here, including this Tervis mug, tumbler, I guess you can say. It's $44.99 for this one. The refillables only work in the water park. Yes, they're only going to work in the water park here. They won't work in the resorts. They will not work in the other parks.
It's Stitchy.
He's ready to hit the surf. Oh, most definitely. They're going to be in the far back, though. We'll be there. Get all the Stitch merch. Here's our keychains, our plush keychains. A little guitar. Ba-na, 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 ba-na. Well, Joanna, as far as I'm concerned, you're right here in the parks with us. So if you just want to escape and sit back and turn off reality for just a few moments and pretend you're on vacation again with us, we are perfectly okay with that. And we won't tell anybody. It's a Stitch fanny pack. Welcome in, Michelle. This is where I'm going to get in trouble. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. You know what I'm going to have to do? I have to do it. Welcome in, Maribel. How are you? Hey, if there's going to be copyright music in my lives, I might as well enjoy myself while I'm here, right? It's big enough for my head, too. Come on now. Boom. Now. Fun, 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 tell her daddy takes a T-bird away. Well, can we, you know what? I'd just be happy if we can get Stitch back as a meet and greet. Can we just have that? You know, just Stitch as a meet and greet. I'll take that. So how much was the hat yesterday we looked at? I'm trying to remember. I think it was $25 for the one for Volcano Bay. And this one is $34.99. With a Stitchy. A Stitchy and Stitchy. Stitchy! And cousin! Good afternoon, Taryn. How are you? All right. Take that back off. It's got the cool flowering. That's cool hat. Fun, 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 till the daddy takes a T-bird away. Might be good for cruising, you know what I'm saying? It's a cruising kind of thing. It does kind of go with my different shirt today. By the way, if you guys don't recognize me, it's just me, Chris. I mean, I know I'm not wearing the Ear to Your Magic shirt today. Maybe throwing a few of you guys off, but it's just me today. So, all right, let's go into the depths of Sal's here. Prefer the cap. I think it looks good too. I gotta order myself a new one. Go. Bum, 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 bum. Turn it back around. Let's go look at some beach towels. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Interesting things in here, honestly.
So funny that we went to all those spots today.
I'm not sure which towel I would prefer, but hey, that's what Susan always says. She's like, She just says it's because she has good taste. Welcome in, Amy.
What's up with the tags hanging out?
So we got a few towels to choose from here. I believe the towels are $30 each. Yeah. Unless otherwise marked, which is, you know what, that's the thing, that's the sad thing to put on there, because that means I'm going to be pulling out every towel looking at the price tag on it. And the poor cast members who have to fold those things back up all day long. Hey George, look, I found yours. Got ourselves a Stormtrooper, monorail, a Space Mountain, a very 2023 themed, because that's the theming for this year. A Minnie Mouse Become a Legend, Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey, a couple of things from Blizzard Beach, and then of course the best, the most awesomest beach towel ever created in the history of all beach towels, Stitch. I thought it was Peg Leg Pete, Baymax. Baymax comes in and jumps in the water.
Stitchy towel.
Lisa's like, Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey, please. Of course, you've got plenty of other items you can get here, including swimsuits, tops, sandals, flip-flops. Get yourself some cool swim shirts. $11 days. That's like less than 12. We'll see you here in no time. George is like, I need this Stormtrooper. That's right. Today is George's birthday, is it not? Hey guys, you're gonna have to help me out. Everybody else, it's for George today. Let's put the towel up here for George. He's a Stormtrooper. And sing happy birthday to George. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, George. Happy birthday to you. Are they large or just a smaller beach towel? Kind of like that. And they're not that thick. They're actually very thin. You hit them so only you can find them. I think that's perfect. I love the deep colors of the Stitch towel. I hope they stay on there after washes. Now, if the towel is not enough, you've got yourself a Typhoon Lagoon swim shirt for the little ones. Oh, you're welcome, George. Happy birthday. Stacy's going to be coming to Typhoon Lagoon here in less than 10 days. Sweet. Well, they're at a disadvantage because, you know, they can't sell Stitch merch, so. I mean, check out this shirt. I love the Stitch design for Typhoon Lagoon. And then there's this one right here. It is like a Spirit jersey, but it's not a Spirit jersey. It's a Typhoon Lagoon swim shirt. And on the back it says catch a wave. It's got Miss Tilly on there, as well as our buddy Stitch. That's a cool swim shirt. Oh, I see the one I just showed you. There it is. It's got the long sleeves on it, so keep the sun off of your arms. It is an add-on lane. I believe it's around 90 bucks. I think in addition to your regular AP, it's about a day and a half of regular tickets. Because it's like $65, $69 to go one day. So $70 to go one day, but if you pay a $90 upgrade, you can go all year. So it's definitely a good value to upgrade it on your pass. Right now, neither the boys, Owen or Caleb, have water parks on their Universal or Disney passes. We're hoping to work toward that, and we're going to try to upgrade their passes so that they can come with me on a future water park tour, just to come out and, play one day and do some swimming. But it's a good deal as far as upgrading goes. That's a different Miss Tilly. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today?
All good. How are you?
Oh, it's a great day. Beautiful out there today. Great day for a water park. So in my mind, a Spirit Jersey, technically, Spirit Jersey itself is actually a brand. It's an actual company, Molly ma'am. Technically, to be a Spirit Jersey, it has to be by the Spirit company. So, but typically, Spirit Jerseys are heavy duty long sleeve type, like sweatshirts with words on the back that go from back of your arm to the other back of the arm. So they're supposed to be a little bit oversized. Yep. So this shirt's pretty cool. I mean, very simple. Typhoon Lagoon on the front. On the back it says Crush and Gusher. That's cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much Typhoon Lagoon. It seems like a smaller park to cover. But still a fun place to go on your next Disney vacation. And like I said, you can utilize your park days here in the park by either starting your day out here or catch it in the middle of the day. I will tell you, when the park is only open till 5, if you come here for the last 2 hours, people tend to get their fill of being in the sun and all of the water by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you get here about 2, 3 o'clock sometimes for the last 2 hours and just want to do 2 hours of going through the lazy river, they start to taper off as far as the crowds are concerned. Telegreen. Cricket. Yes, Spirit Jersey is an actual company. If it is an official Spirit Jersey, you can look on the label and it will say Spirit on it with a registered trademark symbol. So look for Spirit to know. Most definitely. Exactly, Quaharini. If you're here for a long period of time, especially if you're here for like 5-6 days in a row, or for those who may be traveling abroad who come in here for 2 weeks at a time, I can tell you it's not in your best interest to do a park every single day. You will wear yourself out very quickly that way and go from a vacation to something that will just be more of a chore than fun sometimes. Some of us who do this on a regular basis, we tend to get tired after doing a park every single day on an ongoing basis. I need a rest day every once in a while. So coming into the water park or spending a resort day makes a big difference. I want you guys to notice that the surfboard over there is stuck through the tree. So we've got ourselves hot dogs over here at the Surf Doggies. A couple places to grab some bites to eat. Foot-long all-beef hot dog, $12.29. All-beef hot dog, $9.79. Plant-based bratwurst. And of course they have the Mickey-shaped pretzel with cheese sauce. You know what I'm talking about then, right, Poison Apple? You can do yourself in sometimes. Sometimes if you go really hard at it, sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation. Here comes the wave. Here it comes. You guys ready for this? Here comes the wave. Do 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 do. It's much smaller by the time it gets to the end. But it can still knock you over if you're not prepared for it, and I got it. I didn't get far enough back. Ankle deep in water. Yep. Ankle deep. Well, my socks are wet. How about yours? Oh. I did so good too. I made it to the very end. All right, I want to take you guys to one more place. It's going to be right over here. Some of the cabanas you can rent here. They do have a locker off to the side. You can put your stuff in, your valuables. Oh, my shoes are squishy now. Oh, so squishy. All right, so there's one place I walked by before, and I thought we'd take a couple of seconds to go back to it. It's our snack shop over here. We can get yourself Dole Whips. Dole Whips and snacks. I showed you guys at the very beginning. But since we're coming back through here, I want to make sure if there's anybody who joined us a little bit later can still be aware of it. There you go. Get a little bit of everything. Yes, Miss Tilly does. Every once in a while she will shoot off some water off the top of her steam stack. So... But yes, you can get over here and get the Hey Hey Cone. I remember when the Hey Hey Cone first came out, it was available over in the Magic Kingdom at Aloha Island. And now it's found its home over here just in Typhoon Lagoon. And as well as the Moana Cone with Dole Whip, strawberry and vanilla soft serve, milk, white chocolate, coconut dipped waffle cone. Look, white chocolate and then coconut on there as well.
Yeah. That's right there.
All right. So let's find ourselves a spot to just sit and chill for a bit. And I would like us to take as a group, for those who watched yesterday's stream and today's stream, let's do a little comparison between what we saw at Volcano Bay yesterday and what we saw at Typhoon Lagoon today. And also give you guys a chance to ask any other questions that you guys like to see or hear and learn about when it comes to the parks. Now, if you're watching this with us today in replay, if you guys have further questions about the water parks, how it may relate to your upcoming trip, or if it's a good deal for you and your family, feel free at any point to send us an email. And we'll be glad to answer you guys offline with a little more of a individual response. Send us an email today. Send it to susanedwards at travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards at travelmation.net.
Miss Sugar Cookie's friend. Can you give her a shout out?
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, definitely. Would you like to?
No, you can't.
Are you sure? All right, I'll let her know.
Say Mo says hi and I'm missing her.
That's awesome. Thank you. So send us an email today if you guys would like some further information and help in booking your next trip. So this is Miss Adventure Falls. So a quick shout out to Miss Sugar Cookie. Mo just walked by and wanted to say hello to you. So Miss Sugar Cookie, you have a friend right here with you and in the park today. All right, so Miss Adventure Falls. Cool family ride. One of the latest and newest things added to the park here. All right. Yes, Miss Sugar Cookie, if you're watching, Mo says hi. It is really bright out here today, guys. And the misters are pointed straight up. Oh, that was not my feet. That was me. All right. One more last place to grab some foods and stuff. The Tropical Amity Outpost has the chicken wrap, the cauliflower dish, Mickey pretzels, churros, the chicken lo mein salad, hot dogs, and a few other items on there as well, including your hummus and vegetables, and a chicken egg noodle salad, fruit cup. There's the chicken wrap as well. What's better? So that's what we're going to talk about now, Michael. I'm going to go find a seat. We're going to just sit and chill for a bit. We're going to talk about pros and cons of each. And let you guys make that decision. Sergeant Cody's yelling today. You in a good mood? So you're back at the room? He's in the back of the room. How you doing today? There we go. You guys can come visit Disney and Universal any day you want to. Hang out with us here on the streams. Glad you guys could join us today. Let's see if we've got a spot open here at the lounge. Perfect.
Baileys and White Russian. Yep, that's where they would have.
Oh. All right. So I'm gonna sit here in this corner here where it's a little dark. I can stay out of the sun for a bit. I can see the screen a little bit better. This is a great time for you to ask any of your final questions about the parks. And we're just gonna talk a little bit about what we saw yesterday at Volcano Bay and what we saw here today. Rob says, I'm always gonna choose Volcano Bay. Rob's Universal all the way though. So yes, you are very biased, but that's okay. Welcome in, Puddles. How you doing today? Spraying a lawn for fleas. I don't know. That sounds kind of fun. Maybe. Michael, will you be at Animal Kingdom next week? I'll be there in the morning. In Hollywood Studios in the afternoon. I will be. We will be back over at both Epcot and Animal Kingdom a little bit later. For the rest of this week, though, if you guys were interested, we are going to be. Let me pop that up for those who may not know our schedule yet. Today, of course, we're here at Typhoon Lagoon. Tomorrow, we're going to be back in the Magic Kingdom in the morning. For another morning fun. Hopefully we'll be able to get back on the Tron with you guys and have a little bit of Tron Thursday. And Friday, we're going to be back at Hollywood Studios for a Revenge of the 5th, celebrating a little Star Wars Day. So come and find us tomorrow and Friday. Spend some more time with the Magic Crew. And looking forward to hanging out with you guys for the rest of the week as that comes up. So let's see. If I have one of the dining promo cards, can I use it to buy that refillable mug? It's actually being sold at a quick service location, so I think the potential for that's pretty high. So usually it has nothing to do with the item, it has to do with the location. So as long as it's at a location that you can use a dining promo card, I think you should be okay. So this is, I mean, this is a pretty detailed. All right, let's talk about the pros and cons. When it comes to Typhoon Lagoon and Volcano Bay. Let's start first with Volcano Bay since we were there yesterday. Let's do that first. Great thing about Volcano Bay. 3 different villages. What I mean by village, a village is a location where you can have restrooms, showers, and lockers. Instead of all being in one centralized location like they are behind me, you've got 3 different spaces at Volcano Bay so the crowds can be spread out and it doesn't get nearly as busy as it does sometimes when, you know, you have to do stuff like that. I like that it's spread out. Here, it's very centralized. So that's something to take in consideration. Second, pricing. Pricing's pretty much on point for both, so there's not much of a difference between the two. Keeping in mind how you can add add-ons to your tickets. You can also do promotions at Universal. If you guys are interested in going to Volcano Bay, ask us whatever the promotions are. We can make sure to get those added to it as well.
Here at Disney, we can take your ticket and add it to a water park option, which basically means you can go to as many times as you can go to the park. You can come to the water parks at the same number of days as well. So that's kind of cool, and it's pretty inexpensive. For the cost of a one-day ticket to a water park here at Disney World, you can go as many times as you want to the Typhoon Lagoon. So that's kind of cool. But both of those are kind of on point for both parks. Characters. Whereas we didn't see any characters here today, Disney characters oftentimes are here in the parks, here at Typhoon Lagoon. And you can meet, sometimes you can meet even characters like Stitch in the past, Donald and the like. So, Volcano Bay, there are no characters. So, well, Janine, you are at Disney with us right now. I mean, live. You're with us right here. That's kind of cool, right? Volcano Bay, never any characters. Here, you've got characters. So you're never going to see a minion or something like that over at Universal. But here, it's not unusual for you to see a pirate, Donald, or a Goofy in swim trunks or something like that. That's a potential. Also, here they have H2O Glow Nights, which is coming up starting this season, coming up in May, where they will have nighttime parties. It is a special individual ticket for that. First nights, I believe, are $75 per person. It's like a 5-hour party, I believe. And it's about the only time other than a Moonlight Magic party you can come ride rides at night, which is really kind of cool. So Forever Young right now, they're only keeping one park open at a time. So they're switching back and forth. It used to be, prior to the pandemic, they had both parks open by March, and all the way from March to October, both parks were open all year, for the rest of the year. Right now, they're just keeping one park open at a time. They're just back and forth. Can you see Stitch at the parks? You used to. I haven't seen him yet, but I haven't been back in a bit. But I'm going to come back. We'll keep our eyes open. You never know who you might run into. Lazy rivers. Volcano Bay has 2 lazy rivers. They actually go under caves and tunnels, just like they do here at Typhoon Lagoon. They are smaller as far as length, but there are 2 of them. There's the Chill and the Thrill. The Chill, you have your inner tubes and it goes real slow. The Thrill, no inner tubes are allowed. You can only use life vests, and they go a lot faster water. So 2 lazy rivers at Volcano Bay. One here, but it's much, much longer, and so you can actually sit in one spot before repeating what you've already done before. The not lazy river, but the wave pool. I actually prefer the wave pool here because I feel like the waves really get much bigger and I get a lot more out of the waves here. But I'd say the backdrop of Volcano Bay is pretty cool, having the volcano in the background. I think it's a lot more photogenic in that way. But, they're very similar for the most part. Food. Just like Volcano Bay, there are places scattered about here as well. They have both ice cream options. They have some really cool things that are different and just unique to what we have from the regular parks. I love the stuff like, the shrimp tacos. Today we had the specialized chicken sandwich over at Volcano Bay. They have some really cool things like the Kahalo burger we had yesterday, or the coconut curry chicken. So I think both of them do a good job of souping up some of the food. They still have chicken fingers, they still have hot dogs and stuff like that. But I do appreciate the fact that they do have some specialized food for people to try out. I love that sound, by the way. Jersey Brian says, I would prefer Typhoon Lagoon. Can't get in the water anymore, but it seems like a better place to sit and relax. There's a lot more open spaces for the most part here. The one thing that you don't have as much here as you do over at Volcano Bay are leisure pools. There's one leisure pool over by Crush and Gusher. But I will say the one thing I do like about Volcano Bay is they have a couple pools that are just off to the side, sort of like quiet pools. The kids play area, the Kitchiketty Creek. Ketchikan Creek is really cool for the younger and smaller kids, but it's all like smaller slides and all on the ground kind of stuff for the most part. When you go to Volcano Bay, there's a lot more options for the taller kids, and climbing areas, dunk pools, splash pads, and stuff like that. Between the kids areas, I actually prefer Volcano Bay just a little bit better for that reason. $75 party at night at Typhoon Lagoon. What does it include? Entrance to the park, pretty much. But it's at night. There are dance parties and DJs all around. They have characters you can meet. Last time we went to a H2O Glow Nights, I got to meet with Stitch, and I got some pictures with some other cool characters and stuff like that. I got to dance with Stitch, actually. Stitch was on the beach, and we got to dance a little bit. And, of course, you get some specialized food options that you can't get anywhere else. But it really is just cost for admission is really what it is, and a chance to come to a park that's never open at nighttime. Sasquatch Rob, what are your thoughts on Aquatica? Gotta take a drink on that one. It's kind of unfair. I talk about it too much. Being the fact we haven't been there, we haven't shared it with you guys recently. I feel like Aquatica seems to be more chaotic, less shade. Again, really tall water slides, climbing up just flat out stairs. Here, at least you're walking up trails. So you're just doing flat up stairs on Aquatica, and you have to carry your tubes up with you. Ugh. So it was an okay park, you know, but I felt as though I didn't feel as relaxed at Aquatica like I know some of the others. But speaking of inner tubes, though, other big thing. Volcano Bay, their tubes get taken to the top for you. You don't have to carry them up the stairs. And that is a huge plus because, you know, when I have to go over here to ride Mayday Falls or the family one, the Gangplank, I have to be the one to carry it up for my kids when we walk up there and we ride it down in this gigantic circular inner tube that we all sit in. I have to carry it up the stairs. Don't have to do that at Volcano Bay, so that is a big plus. Now, I will say at Blizzard Beach, they do have on the family ride there, and even the family ride here, Misadventure Falls, you do not have to carry the tube. But anytime I don't have to carry my own inner tube makes a big difference for me. KM Shep, as a pass holder, do you get discounts to Discovery Cove as being a pass holder at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens? There are promotions and discounts that they make available to Discovery Cove every so often. Yes, if you're a pass holder to the Busch Garden SeaWorld area, so look into that. We've seen those before as well. They also offer same thing here at Disney. If you're a pass holder, you can get some promotions and other things like that as well. Finally, Volcano Bay, Tapu Tapu. All of their rides now here today, and even yesterday at Volcano Bay, there wasn't long lines. As a matter of fact, most of the rides were about a wait of about 15 minutes, 10 minutes at most. A lot of them were just walk on. Even the ones we walked around here today, most of them were like in 5 minutes. That's not a big deal. When you get to the more busier days where these places are packed with people, sometimes you're waiting, 20, 30 minutes in line holding an inner tube for your chance to ride. And the great thing about Tapu Tapu is with some of the more demanding rides over at Volcano Bay, you just tap your Tapu Tapu, you get into a virtual queue, and you don't have to worry about waiting for that. You can do one ride at a time. That's a huge thing. Tapu Tapu allows you to interact with certain things in the park and escort people in the lazy river and such. That's a lot of fun. Tapu Tapu allows you to connect a card to your Universal apps, and you can pay for your food using this. This, for me, I can't use my Magic Band here unless I'm in a Disney World hotel and it's linked to a Disney World hotel stay. My Magic Band does nothing for me once I'm inside the park. Tapu Tapu, even as a pass holder, I can use it to buy my food. So that is a really great thing as well. I wish you got to enjoy the slides after the stream. I want to get my kids back over here so they can ride some rides with me as well. Yesterday the stream happened, my Tapu Tapu like buzzed, and I could have gotten on the coaster, the water coaster, and I'm like, man, that would be so much fun if I could. Shannon goes, are there lockers? Yes, there are lockers here and at Volcano Bay. All your valuables need to go inside the lockers. Your shoes, your beach towels and stuff like that, you can find them, put them on the chairs and stuff like that. If you have something really, really valuable, buy a locker. It's like $7. Here's the other tip for you guys for the day, for Shannon. If you're here at Typhoon Lagoon, you're going to start your day out here at the water park, and then you're going to make your way over. To a Disney park afterwards. If you've already paid for a locker, you can take your locker receipt with you. When you go to the park later that day, if it's the same day, your receipt will get you a locker rental there as well. So there you go. You pay for a locker 4 times. The virtual queue makes the biggest difference, I think, Heather says. Yes, I think it is probably, and not even just the virtual queue, but the whole Tapu Tapu system. I think personally, when you're comparing apples to apples, it pushes Volcano Bay just a little higher up. It's a newer park, newer technology, and I think it's pretty impressive, and it's something that's very advantageous and a lot of fun too with the interactive stuff. So I think that really sets it apart. But here's the thing, here on our channel, it's not our job to tell you what you think and what you like and what you should do for your family's vacation. It's our job to give you the information so that you can process it and make that determination yourself. And that's very important for us to make sure that that's what we maintain and we continue to do on a regular basis. Now, Susan and I are travel agents. Travel agents' job is not to tell what you should do either. I think it's surprising when we hear stories of other travel agents who are very demanding with their clients and tell them, no, if you're going to Disney, you have to do this. No, if you gotta stay in this hotel, it's the best. I hate it when I hear people, it's the best. No, it's the best for you, but not maybe the best for me. So I'm glad that you guys give us an opportunity to share this information so the next time you guys are coming, you can make a great decision for your own family as well. So, and Ear to Your Magic, that's Susan. I like the showers at Volcano Bay the best too. We didn't really get into that because we didn't get to show you, and I'm not going to take you guys inside the bathrooms and the showers. The showers here are like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're like closets with shower curtains. You just kind of close the shower curtain. And you shower and shower. When you're done, you open the shower curtain, you walk back out into the general changing area where everybody else. Volcano Bay has very, very nice bathrooms, and they have doors that close, like actual doors. When you have a changing area, you can change inside the changing area with the door closed. You don't have to change out in the middle of the area where everybody else is. So a little more private at Volcano Bay, and a lot, it looks and feels a lot more modern in that way. Can you rent cabanas at Typhoon Lagoon? Yes, you can, Phyllis. They do have Typhoon Lagoon cabanas here. They do not have like 2-story deluxe, like really nice up in the air kind of views like we saw yesterday. But they do have lockers in them, and they are less costly than at Volcano Bay, but there are a lot more perks at Volcano Bay, including having your own personal server who can bring you food when you order it. They just bring it straight to your cabana. But yes, they are available. Emmeline, welcome in. How many times you have to wait for Typhoon Lagoon attractions today? I haven't done any personally, but walking through, I saw a very short, less than 5-minute wait on most of the attractions. So today's like a really good day to come to the park. Now, when you come into the summer times, it's going to be a lot different, and you may have to wait 10-15 minutes to get on to a water slide sometimes, or even longer, depending on how big the crowds are. Yes, And again, if you pay for locker, same thing for parking, guys. If you pay to park at a park and then you go park hop and you drive to the second park, don't pay for parking again. Show them your parking receipt from the first day and they will let you in without having to pay a second parking fee. Same thing goes with lockers. If you buy a locker at Hollywood Studios and then you go over to Epcot, take your locker receipt and they'll give you a locker code for over there as well. So you've paid for a locker for the day, they'll give you that as well. I've been watching the pirate flags over on our, I guess it's a lighthouse over here, and there's these birds that it's kind of funny, they keep flying up. It's like they're going up and they're looking to see who's got food and where they can go down. So every once in a while they come up and I see them go flying back down. So don't feed the birds though. Nick Ray says you get 10 of the refillable freestyle cups with the Typhoon Lagoon cabana. The actual green cups, that's pretty sweet. All right, any other questions, guys? Same for wheelchairs. You know, Tammy, I haven't personally asked that. I'll have to check and see. But I would definitely ask because I think it's in the same area as far as I'm concerned. If you've already paid for wheelchair rental, then you should be able to use it all day. I would ask, most definitely. So, I'm going to turn this around one more time so you guys can see. You can hear the waves coming in over our wave pool. It is, like I said, a most beautiful day for hanging out in the parks. And again, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us today at Typhoon Lagoon, and I hope that it's been beneficial for you to see both parks and have a good idea of comparison between the two. If you know of someone who's vacationing here soon and would be one who would benefit from watching these videos, feel free to send them out. And if you guys know that they would need some help in their vacations, we would greatly appreciate you guys referring them. Provide them our contact information, and we'll be glad to help them as far as giving them some personalized, individualized time to help them make the right decisions for their vacations coming up as well. How would this park compare to walking wise compared to the other parks at Disney? This is a very, very small park. I made my way around it I'm stopping to show you guys menus and stuff like that. And we were done pretty quick as far as making, if you take all that out of consideration, it doesn't take you any time at all to walk around. Honestly, it's probably even smaller than the World Showcase at Epcot. No alcohol and definitely no glass bottles. Any drinks you do bring in need to be in plastic. They will not let you bring glass beverages in. Because if they break, then can you imagine if glass got to the sand or ended up at the bottom of the lazy river? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me here today in Typhoon Lagoon. I hope you guys enjoyed the sort of a walk around tour. We'll be back here again soon, hopefully, as we go into the season. We'll be adding this into the schedule every so often. And if you guys would like to see something more of something, always, feel free to let us know. The big thing I'd love to know is after today's stream is over, leave a comment in the replay. When the stream is done and it goes in the replay mode, leave a comment. If you leave it in the live chat, I won't be able to see it unless I go back and play it. But if you guys leave a comment after the stream is over in replay, I can go back in and we can chat back and forth. I would love to hear you guys' opinion of which of the two parks you like better and why, and what's the one thing that made the biggest decision in your mind as to which park was better for you. So leave me, and can you bring your scooter to the lazy river? I want to go with no on that, Tony, but try it out for me and let me know how that works. Call me if you need me to help you pull it back out. Leave me a comment today. Which park do you like best for water parks? Why, and what is the biggest reason for you making that decision? And I would love for you guys to not only leave a comment of your own, but you can also leave comments and replies to other people's as well, and after the replay is over. So thank you guys so much for all that you guys have done for supporting us here at Ear to Ear Magic. It has been so much fun being in the two water parks today, and we hope that you guys have enjoyed kind of hanging out with us that way as well. So as always, we always ask two things at the end of our streams. First of all, one, if you guys are looking to vacation, we want to be a part of it. Susan and I are Travelmation travel agents. We are a preferred earmarked vendor with Disney Destinations. Travelmation is. They also are a preferred vendor with Universal Orlando Resorts. So send us an email today and let us know how we can help you as far as booking and planning your next vacation, wherever it may be. And then finally, with all the sunshine we have today, I know some of you are in places where it's not sunny, it's rainy, it's dark, it's cloudy. It's not 85 degrees where you're at right now, and you don't have beautiful blue waves coming at you at the moment. What we would love for you guys to do is to help us to continue to spread the sunshine wherever you're at home right now. When you meet other people throughout the day, let them know how much you think about them and others, and by sharing a smile, sharing a laugh, share a compliment, but the main thing is just be the sunshine in somebody else's day today, and that would make all the difference. Thank you guys for all that you do to support us. We'll see you guys tomorrow back in the Magic Kingdom first thing tomorrow morning, and until then, we'll see you guys. Yep, you know it. We'll see you in the parks. Thanks, everybody. Have a magical afternoon. We'll see you real soon.